sexiness. Take a little time, gotta impress.
How's it going? Fat Sammy here from PulseBitcoin.Win. Just thought I'd give a quick update today after our Nebula update has been completed. So for those of you who aren't aware, the Nebula update was a series of 10 NFTs where we basically increased our 24% locked supply of 21 million. We increased that up to almost 30%, so that's an extra million tokens locked for 13.7 years, I believe it is. So yeah, really powerful. So we've got amazing kind of longevity there with our whales locking up for huge amounts of years. Yeah, I mean, ASIC price since the community takeover, when the project was abandoned and the community took over, I think just over 2 years ago now, we've gone up, someone calculated the other day, 10,000% since the very bottom, which is crazy. But from the recent bottom, I think it did like a 30x from a few months ago. I think it's sitting around a 11x or something like that right now. And then PulseBitcoin did a 24x recently, sitting around 7 cents now. It was below a penny. So some explosive growth, and yeah, some more accredited investors basically coming in to join us. These people are serious investors. Some of them are in crypto, some of them have got a little bit of Bitcoin, but yeah, they like the project. Some of them from the old days, and some of them are from they're brand new. So yeah, they're the ones being issued with these Pulse Bitcoin lock NFTs. And in the future, if they want to you know, get rid of their position, they can basically sell them back to other whales for over-the-counter deals. So that way the average person involved in the project doesn't get hurt. So yeah, you can go on chain and see all this sort of stuff. Sorry, I'm striping this. Yeah, you can go on chain and see all this sort of stuff quite easily. I think it's through Pulse Bitcoin Lock, but a new front end is being built for all of that stuff. Shouldn't be too long before it's out, I don't believe. So that's really exciting. Oh yeah, other updates is obviously ETH is pumping right now because the ETH BTC ratio is finally starting to kick off now. Banks and big players are now, well, not banks, you know, financial institutions are now realizing that the growth of Bitcoin won't be as good as the growth from Ethereum. So yeah, we're seeing that breakout now, where we had kind of the elongated bear market for alts. That looks like it's starting to change now because that ETH BTC bull flag is breaking out, and we're seeing ETH up around 70%, I believe, from the bottom in April or something like that. So yeah, that's really cool. So obviously a lot of people in Pulse Bitcoin are in ETH, so they can afford to lock their gains into ETH Pulse Bitcoin. So that's why it's going really crazy. On the PulseChain side, it's still a massive discount on the prices there. I think that's because the whole PulseChain environment is pretty deflated right now. Their volume went to record lows the other day. The people are wrecked over there. So, but we did see some good news today. We saw the chain pump. I think Hex is over 7.5 cents again. Sorry, not 7.5 cents. 75% of a penny. But yeah, so that's a good sign. So yeah, Pulse is going up, which brought up the price of Pulse Bitcoin. On the PulseChain side, it brought up the price of ASIC. And one bonus those guys got over there is the fact that they have emit going up. So emit.farm, so just watering the plants here. So emit.farm is a yield farming protocol. Their reward token being emit. So they've been getting new communities on. There's a Pulse Bitcoin section there where you can pair Pulse Bitcoin with emit. Some really good percentage rewards there, which is what I'm doing. You can also pair your ASIC with PulseX if you don't want to mine with it. If you don't want to dual mine with it, you can do that. Really high paying yield there. And then you've got, if you just want to basically take your rewards you're mining, you can basically pair your PulseLitecoin rewards with your PulseBitcoin. So that's a really good way if you're mining anyway, just to add extra yields. And the exciting thing is their token went up from around 50 cents a few weeks ago, and now I believe it's over $2, $2.20, something like that. So insane yield there. So I really think we're going to see the PulseChain side have a bit of a comeback here. Those participants were kind of taking a break, it seems, from Twitter. Their activity was super low. So hopefully those guys are feeling good. Hopefully ETH keeps pumping. I'm super bullish on ETH. I believe it's really going to kind of surprise people how well it does this alt season. When we kind of consider that 3.5 year consolidation it's been in, hitting those technical lows, 1,500, 1,300. I can't remember exactly where I went to, but super oversold. So now I think, you know, the Trumps being really bullish on it, owning loads of it. Even people like Altcoin Daily, load of smart analysis, you know, blockchain analyzers who are kind of on YouTube are really kind of starting to shout about it now. The same people that were fudding it now all tend to kind of shut up. So I think this will be an amazing revenge pump. And obviously that's really good for PulseChain. It's really good for PulseBitcoin. It's good for Hex. It's good for everyone. So yeah, M2 money supply seems to be kind of doing exactly what it's supposed to do. We had that kind of recent dip the other day, which followed the I think the 82-day delay, and now that's kind of well, that's kind of now on the uptick. I think I saw that in London, UK, China, and some of the Trump team have started to facilitate a trade deal. So it looks like that tariff FUD shouldn't rear its ugly head again. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So that's bullish. And then obviously we've got the Genius Act, which should bring billions of dollars of value over to Ethereum in stable coins. And obviously you've got the real world assets tokenization, which should bring more value to ETH. There was something else as well. Oh yeah, it looks like they're going to tokenize the stock market on ETH as well. So really bullish stuff in general. So yeah, I mean, stick with it. Be patient with crypto. You it rewards the people that have conviction and believe. And don't panic, don't overtrade. I think so many people overtrade all the time, and that's why they screw themselves. They try and buy and sell every 5% move, and unless you're sitting there at your computer 24/7, you know, and you're kind of really on it, you're probably only going to scrape a small percentage, because often it costs you a percentage or a percentage and a half just to buy and sell your position. So some of these people trading these 5% positions, they're losing 3% and making 2%, and that's if they're trading perfectly on a daily basis. So I don't know, I would not overtrade. I would kind of hold your positions and only take small amounts of profit when necessary after big moves. But for me, I'm just kind of holding my long positions, adding to them, adding to my ASIC position, adding to my PulseBitcoin position, adding to my Hex position, adding to ETH when I can. And that's kind of my strategy at the moment, and it's working pretty well. Not financial advice, of course. What's coming up next? Well, we still have accredited investors coming to PulseBitcoin, and they need to be issued either ASIC tokens, or they need to be issued PulseBitcoin or PulseBitcoin NFTs. So the buy pressure from our side is by no means over. Our mission is to use it as our store of value, and to basically, when we finish this bull run, to not have to sell our positions and create taxable events, but to instead borrow against them in the same way Aave does, and using charitable trusts. Not sure what they're called in America, but yeah, we've got all sorts of fun stuff coming up, and we're very attractive to large accredited investors for all sorts of reasons. We've got a fantastic team leading that kind of institutional side. We've got obviously myself trying to keep you up to date, the community, with what's going on with full transparency. We've got another member who's currently building a really exciting wallet viewer. Hopefully we start showing you some of that stuff soon, and you're also going to be able to see all the NFTs, how many days they're locked. There'll probably be some sort of ranking system. A new kind of front end for the Carnival, which was kind of an abandoned project by another third-party developer. So all that good stuff. We'll probably see a revitalization of the Hex miner, which is already operational but just not really being added to, because people that have their NFTs can accrue Hex through that around 4 to 6 times the T-share rate. So that's exciting. But all this stuff is being developed by third parties, so there's no promises. No one owns PulseBitcoin. It's a community-driven event. Our liquidity is all done via individuals with small amounts. That way we don't have to worry about a single kind of whale deciding to do everyone dirty and pull the rug. So yeah, a large percentage of that liquidity on the ETH side is actually locked for up to 10 years by about 12 different accounts. We do plan on adding some new members who are new to our kind of group, allowing them to lock up and do their own lockup so they can kind of see yield on that. I think from my 1 year lock, not only did I get price appreciation of about 20x, but I also gained around 25% in fees alone, which I basically used to buy back more tokens. So really exciting. Everything is working really well. For those of you who know the founder of the project, who is now gone, he burnt all his tokens. So yeah, you've got soon, there's not going to be many tokens for people to compete for. It's going to be very limited. So I think you ain't seen nothing yet on the price, no guarantees, but I think we are going to be one of the best performing assets out there, really, on the Ethereum chain. And depending on how well old Richie does over at PulseChain, I think that could do very well. But yeah, as always, all eyes on ETH at the moment, all eyes on what looks like the next move up in the altcoin market. I am getting more and more convinced that perhaps we are going to get an elongated bull market due to all the extended circumstances in this cycle. It looks like the market is changing. And my ETH targets, well, it's hard to give targets, isn't it? But I think a 10,000 ETH is on the cards. Let's say an 8,000 if the market abruptly ends in November. But if we do get an elongated market, which I think I'm becoming more convinced of day by day, and we do move into 2026 with this market, then I think you could be looking at ETH over 20,000. And that alone is very life-changing. And just think of all that larger money getting rotated. So usually what happens, right? You get money rotating out of Bitcoin into ETH, and then money rotating out of ETH into these smaller altcoins. So yeah, get involved, come say hello. We're starting to do almost daily little impromptu chats in our Telegram room. That's t.me/PulseBitcoin. Yeah, you go to PulseBitcoin.Win, loads of information there. Check out emit.farms if you're on the PulseChain side. Keep stacking. Oh, one more thing. Yes, we are going to do another meetup. There was a meetup recently, a small one in Vegas. And we plan to do another one it's looking like first 2 weeks of August. So I'll fly out to California and meet some of the new investors and some of the older ones I haven't seen in a couple of years. I'm going to have a great time. So if you are in the US, or even if you're in Europe or anywhere else and you fancy flying out, get in touch with me or the community and we can try and tell you the details. And yeah, we'll probably might go to the hot springs in Palm Springs again, have a barbecue. Last time Corey brought down a load of lobster that he went and caught when he's scuba diving. So that was really tasty. And yeah, come meet us and have fun. And stay positive, guys, and enjoy. Take care.